Got to make sure that everything is always right with buses and food. And I guess I got a couple of guys here that don't have shoes. So that's one problem about community college. Guy says, I don't have any shoes, you need shoes to work out in. I give him a pair of shoes, I don't see my shoes anymore.
It's safe to say these problems don't crop up down the road from Santa Monica at USC.
I have no idea. It was just straight a minute ago, wasn't it? Porter, what happened to the goalpost? Well, what happened to it? Don't hang on it. Makes us look like we're in a rinky-dink circus.
The Corsairs were actually the 2003 Pacific Division champions. But for Coach Robert Taylor, the goal has become more than wins. Most of his players come from troubled backgrounds in LA's tough inner cities, and he wants them to straighten up.
We try to get them to grow up and get responsibility about, especially about academics, and responsibility about themselves, and what to do and what not to do.
In 20 years at the school, 8 as head coach, a lot of young men have matured on Taylor's watch. 2 of the most famous played for him at the same time. Steve Smith of the Carolina Panthers.
Throws it up for Steve Smith, and he's got it! Touchdown! Man covers up, he missed. Black man, baby!
And Chad Johnson of the Cincinnati Bengals.
And they got a better chance of finding Osama than stopping me tonight.
Both are outspoken receivers and rising stars in the NFL. But at Santa Monica in 1997, they had to share the spotlight with each other, as well as 3 other talented pass catchers.
Collectively as a group, they call themselves the Fab Five, which I thought was kind of funny, because I had some other words for them.
In '97, Steve Smith also had another name for himself. Back then, Stevan's biggest goal was staying off the streets. So in addition to school, he worked at Taco Bell.
You need some Taco Bell?
Yeah.
Taco Bell.
Everybody was looking for me where I was at.
Steve was a little skinny guy with a little skinny neck who we didn't know could play in the NFL. Had some exceptional ability as an athlete. Small guy, fast, able to break tackles.
Returned by Stevan Smith. One man to beat, that's Clint Turner, misses his tackle.
But Taylor's bond with Smith was forged off the field.
When we got beat in a football game in triple overtime, he came up crying after the game. I thought he was crying about the game. And he said, Coach, I don't know how I'm going to get to school Monday.
Smith's mother was moving to a different part of the city, and he had no way of getting to Santa Monica. So for over a week, Taylor drove 45 minutes out of his way to pick him up.
You know, he was helping everybody. This man put a lot of time and effort, you know, because he's a quality coach. He's a better man.
But while he used open arms to help one current NFL star, Taylor used a more hard-edged approach with another. Despite having a famous cousin in the NFL, Chad Johnson was far from a model player when he arrived at Santa Monica.
Chad Johnson came to us unrecruited, just walked in. He had a tremendous chip on his shoulder when he got here. I said, who are you? He said, I'm Chad Johnson. Where are you from? Miami. My mama lives here, so I'm here. And we told him, why are you so angry? We haven't done anything to you. You don't even know my name. So I said, look, come back with a better attitude tomorrow. Maybe we'll let you stay around here. And then he became like a fly on fly paper. He's kind of like on you all the time.
Even in 1998, when Johnson was academically ineligible, his presence was impossible to ignore.
You'd be coaching on the sideline, and here comes this guy in a lime suit, and he'd come over and talk to me. Coach, how you doing tonight? I said, Chad, don't talk to me. I'm coaching right now. People would ask, who's that guy that shows up on the sideline every week in those suits? I said, that's Chad Johnson. We don't pay attention to him.
Oh, my goodness.
The yellow.
The yellow?
Yeah, yellow.
No, what was that?
That green one.
No, we had a yellow one, too.
But the green one was worse.
I stayed fresh.
Perhaps the biggest surprise about the Fab Five is that neither of these Pro Bowlers was the team's leading receiver. The man with the most catches was Eugene Sykes, who arrived in 1997 as a 27-year-old freshman.
I never asked why. because I told him, you know, I can't do anything about your past, but I sure can help you with your present and your future. And he made All-American for us. In fact, he's now the all-time leading receiver here.
Sykes went on to play Division II football, but his lack of size curbed his dreams of playing in the NFL. Anthony Cephas, meanwhile, had his NFL dreams sidelined by a series of knee injuries.
Cephas has a touchdown.
The fifth member of the Fab Five, Demetrius Posey, chose a different path in life, however. Strange, since even his teammates believed that of all of them, he had the most talent.
P was at a different level as far as just playing out there playing on the field. Physically, he was already where we were trying to get. And I followed in his footsteps a little bit because I wasn't where I needed to be as a player.
Posey was the guy, you know. He was getting recruited by the University of Utah, but he decided not to go to school and do some other things in life. At the time that he passed away, he was working as a veterinarian and worked with kids.
Posey was killed in a car crash in 2003, so we will never know for sure why he didn't go to Utah. Coincidentally, however, it was only because of him that Steve Smith did go on to play for Utah. Smith was a surprise discovery when the school was scouting Posey and was also offered a scholarship.
Me and my wife are starting a foundation. It's called the Posey Foundation. Because without him, you know, I would have my wife. I wouldn't have, you know, I was following him. I was a little kid following the big brother up to Utah. And we're going to do some things, and we're going to do it for him. Because that's what it's about. It's not about yourself. It's about your teammates and your friends.
Johnson and Smith, they're a handful here, but I'm real proud of them that they turned out the way they are.
I got a long way to go.
In turn, these players are grateful, knowing their lives would be much different had they not run into Coach Taylor.
I can tell you exactly where I'd be. I'd either be dead, I'd be in jail, or I'd be on the street selling, doing something wrong in order to get the kind of money I'm making now.
You know, I'm straight out of a slum, you know what I mean? But trying to graduate, yeah, I'm gonna have a degree in something. That motivated me. Then playing football, you know, we was having fun here.
We have a saying in our football program where we're here to try to save lives. What's your name? What is your name? Where are you from? The 80 guys that I work with, if we can turn out 60, 70 guys that are going to be positive in society, then we're doing our job. We're doing our job, that's right.
Taylor is confident he can make a difference in the lives of his newest recruits, just as he did with the guys from '97. Eugene Sykes is now a teacher. Anthony Cephas, a personal fitness trainer.
Hey, this is me. I hear you, baby. All right.
Chad Johnson has learned that talent alone is useless without a positive attitude and hard work.
What's up today? You tired?
Secret. I want to be one of the greatest ever play this game.
That's not a secret.
But I want to be better than Rice.
That's right.
Y'all got to help me.
And we're going to help you.
If you watched the playoffs in 2003, you know what Steve Smith has been up to.
Throws downfield. Smith at the 45 to the 40. It's free. It's 20.
Only one person, however, knows about a phone call he made en route to the biggest game of his life.
Steve called me and asked me how I was doing. So wait a minute, man. I said, you're calling from the team bus at the Super Bowl and you're calling me about how are you doing? You know, you gonna get this done? I said, yeah, Coach, you know, we're gonna be fine. I just want to know how you're doing. I said, I'm doing fine, buddy. Good luck.
Just call, just show them that you're never too big to come back, talk to people that helped you get here. And he's one that's helped all of us get where we at right now.
Steve Smith. I guess I go a little bit beyond being a coach sometimes. My wife, who has passed away, said, you just go too far with these guys. No, it's all going to pay off in the end. If you can help somebody and grow up to be a man, I said, you get paid. You know, you get paid by that. Wow. 1994. All that stuff gets paid at the end.